Jets. Still plenty of time left in the season to overcome an 0-2 start for the Jets, or a 2-14 overall mark, but they sure would like it to start today. Speaking of starters, let's take a look at who will be on the floor first. East Georgia State, Grant, Sebro, Coleman, Harris, and Cheatham, all getting the starting 9. And then for the Jets, we've got Ewing, Bartles, Dixon, Fitzgerald, and Brown. Opening tip controlled by East Georgia, but not the opening points necessarily. The Miss and the Jets with a basketball. Well, obviously, we can't talk about today's game without talking about Vaughn Prosser. Prosser has broken a bone in the leg, the ankle, and he is out for the rest of the season. So with the loss of Prosser, you're losing a guy who's got 11 starts, number 2 on the team in free throw shooting, number 4 in field goal percentage, number 2 in three-point percentages. He's the number 4 scorer. So you have lost a lot when you've lost Prosser. In good spirits, but did not want to be a cheerleader for conference play his sophomore year. And that's what he will now become, and we will wish him the very best in his basketball pursuits beyond 2025. Harris with a miss. It is rebounded by Dixon. Off the side of the backboard, Bartles. And a loose ball retrieved by Coleman. Gives it over to Grant. Grant with it top side. Ball game just underway. We are in the first, by the way. And fourth is from the prior game. There we go. I guess I need to just have a written down checklist of things to change. Something slips the mind occasionally. I don't guess you could be in a fourth quarter of a men's basketball game. If you're in the fourth, I guess you're into like the second OT. A lot of contact, and Dixon will be charged with the foul. First meeting of 2 between these two. Next time they meet, it will be in Swainsboro. Jets 2 losses in the conference to South Georgia State and to Central Georgia Tech. East Georgia losing to South Georgia Tech in overtime. And then beating Albany Tech by 1. So they have been in some conference barn burners. Well, a warning has been issued to Chris Bauer. And he, I think, expressed his discontent with 2.5 minutes into the game, getting a warning. Little circusry for Gallman for 2. And the Bobcats by 5 early. Opening game, by the way, as it's jammed in by Fitzgerald, was an East Georgia State win in ladies basketball, 84-80. Well, the Lady Jets in that game got off to a 5-0 start and lost it. Maybe this East Georgia State 5-0 start will turn into a Jet win. Foul called on Brown. Near the charity stripe, Gallman with a miss. Rebounded by Sebro, and then the 3-ball from Harris. That is a pair of Harris threes already. Dixon knocked down. Guilty party is Grant. Dixon a little banged up after the Grant foul. Well, I'm assuming somewhere along the line we got a tech mixed in. Dixon with a miss on the first of two. Unless, of course, we had an intentional foul call, which would give the possession of the basketball after the fact to the Jets. Don't see anything but the one foul on the board against Grant. Being brought in from the baseline. So intentional or flagrant foul apparently getting the possession back into the hands of the Jets. Ewing gets fouled. And we are to the first media break of the game. 3-point contest. Ewing at the stripe when we come back to the hangar.
South Georgia Technical College, where we make it happen.
Whether your dream is to become a welder, a nurse, a restaurant owner, electrician, or aircraft mechanic, South Georgia Technical College can help you make it happen. SGTC has over 200 associate degree, diploma, and technical certificate of credit programs of study available. Visit our website at southgatech.edu for more information or to apply, or call 800-928-0283.
So what are you waiting for? Let's make it happen.
Well, we are not on the Jumbotron here in the arena today. So the good news is for the fans, they don't know when we're spying on them. The bad news is they don't know when we're spying on them. Don't get the reaction. Ewing missing the front end of the 1-and-1, but Bartles, the number one rebounder in the conference. Coming down with the board. He is the only member in the GCAA that has double-digit rebounds. Misfires on the long two. Grant with the board. Down low and goes to Cheatham. It is missed, tipped out of bounds by Bartles. Your forecasters are correct. Snow on its way. We'll see if that disrupts play next week. Predicted for Tuesday and Wednesday. And, of course, Wednesday is one of the days for conference play. There is another long-range shot from Harris. Off the glass. East Georgia and Georgia Highlands on Wednesday. Actually, that's a Monday game. And on Wednesday for South Georgia Tech, it is a visit to Southern Crescent Tech. Another three. This one launched by Gallman. Ewing with it, brings it right side into the paint, takes Harris with him. Missed the shot. Dixon trying to get the putback, thrown out of bounds. And the Jets will maintain possession. Here comes Darius Reynolds into the game for East Georgia, with Cheatham coming out. Bartles couldn't get it to fall. Meanwhile, the Jets putting Elitch Yakiman in. Bartles fouled on the drive. Bartles, a 58% free throw shooter. One of two double-digit scores for the Jets. Fitzgerald the other. And Bartles the only double-double guy on average. 10 points, 10 boards a game typically for Bartles. Harris with 6 in the game off a pair of threes. Throws it away down low, trying to get it to Reynolds. Yakiman over to Fitzgerald. Packet goes to Yakiman. Hop, skip, and a drop. Yakiman, the Orlando, Florida native. And it goes to Harris. That is Coleman giving it to another new face on the floor. That is Austin Colton. Colton from South Carolina into the game for the Bobcats. Of course, the Bobcats coached by former South Georgia Tech coach Travis Garrett. Fitzgerald has it taken away. Colton bringing it top of the key. Brown nearly tipped it away. Colton able to maintain possession. Coleman with the feed. Reynolds off the glass. Got it back, swatted away by Brown. Yakiman down to Bartles. Fitzgerald leading scorer on this team with 2 more. That is 4 Fitzgerald points. Halftime, we're featuring a conversation with Dr. John Wanford, the president at South Georgia Tech. That is about 11 minutes and 49 basketball seconds away. Time for another one of those breaks that are designed for, I guess, us. If we stream, aren't we the media? We'll take the break. I'll assume so. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. A lot of new faces on the floor for the Wildcat. For the Jets. Where the Wildcats come from, I have absolutely no idea. I live in a town that has a high school squad named the Wildcats, but I can't think of anybody that we cover named Wildcats. So no, don't ask. I don't know. I don't know where they came from. Brain is a strange thing, especially mine. But back to the point. New Jets on the floor. Joshua Langefels checking in. You've got Matacic Vucic into the game. In a three-point game. Taj Williams into the game for the Bobcats. In and out for Harris. Rebounded by Dixon. That is tipped and then taken away. Williams blocked by Dixon. Able to get back to Nye Harris, the easy two, but he'll eventually get around the defense of Yakiman and Dixon for the pair. Yakiman to Dixon. Dixon for three. It's a two-point game. Back out front to Williams. Colton thought about the three, goes into the corner. And that is Sebro laying it up and in. Yakiman giving to Dixon. Back to Yakiman. Langefels has the back door closed. Bartolus for three. Off the rim, Langefels had it and has it, and then takes the foul. Yakiman to put it in play for the baseline. Out front to Langefels. Nice feed, jammed in by Bartolus. Jets within two. That is lost. It is found by Dixon, laid in 22 each. Colton directing a little traffic on the way down. Yakiman the steal. To the glass. Jets take their first lead. 8:41 to play. Half number one. I have got to get out of the breaks quicker. That lady has been doing some dancing. Well, some swaying. At my age, when you sway, you're dancing. Loving the music, loving the 2-point Jets lead. That is tied up at 24. Handed off to Langefels. It is swatted into the corner, able to get it. Yakiman goes back out front. Dixon with it. That new face on the floor for East Georgia State. I'm going to give it a shot. Shabuiz Janma. Let me spell it for you. First name Chibueze. Last name Iroajanma. Flicked over to Bartles. Dixon backing it out. Sending Yakiman to the other side of the floor and gives to Vucic. And Vucic, the little spin move in the 1-point game. Foul called on Grant, and that is going to be 2 on Grant. As it'll be put in play from the near sidelines. Dixon giving a high five, not to just any fan. That's Coach Blower's wife getting the high five from Dixon. As the Jets are down by 1 at the 6:46 mark. Couple of young men helping out our official scorekeeper. I think they knew every word. And knew a few dance steps too. As we get back to the basketball, into the game, Zion Briggs for the Jets. First entry onto the floor for Briggs. Ewing back into the game too. And Grant bumped Briggs. If it was indeed Grant, it was. That's 3 on Grant. And he is going to come out of the game. Malik Hinton will check in. And Briggs will go to the line. Gets the front end of the 1-and-1. Jets will shoot the bonus for the rest of the half. Lane violation, so the second one will not count. We're tied at 27. You know, I've been thinking about it. We have not heard from Dave Elmer, the commissioner of the GCAA. I wonder if it's already snowing there in Demarest at the headquarters of the GCAA, 7th floor of the conference towers there. You might have other matters to tend to. De-icing the long driveway. Barnless feeding to Langeville's. And Langeville's is fouled. And will have an opportunity to break the 27-all tie at the stripe. Langeville's coming into the game with 6 points on the year. Getting in on pieces of 13 games. So he's already well above the average with the 2 from the stripe that breaks the tie. Dave might have been watching that Auburn-Georgia game. He is a Georgia alum. Playing top 25 college basketball today. Last time I checked, I think Auburn had a slight lead. Langeville's 3-ball. Almost as many points this half as in the entire season coming in. It's 5 now in the game for Langeville. Fed to Coleman. Takes it over to Harris. Harris into the paint. And there is a foul in the paint. With Brown getting back into the game. Yep, Auburn beat Georgia in basketball 70-68. That was the number 1 and the number 23 teams in the country playing. Alabama has beaten Kentucky 102-97. Gallman with a miss on the 3 try. Hinton misses. And there is the make from Iro Ejanma. They will go to the stripe and try to tack on another. Another top 25 games today. Number 10, Houston beating Central Florida 69-68. 14th ranked UConn losing to Creighton 68-63. Number 9, Kansas beats Kansas State 84-74. And then you've got 4 games in progress. 8:49 to play in the game. Xavier leading number 7, Marquette, 49-37. 2:29 to play in the first half. And it is number 17, Purdue, leading 13th, Oregon, 30-27. And a half minute left in the half. Number 24, Wisconsin over USC, 42-25. Jets with a 4-point lead. Hinton bringing it top of the key, then down low off the glass. Fuchik with a rebound. Goes to Brown. Brown on Langefels. Brown has it taken away. Hinton the other way. And he'll dribble it out of bounds. Briggs to Ewing. Back it goes to Briggs to Langefeld. Brown. And the foul by Sebro. Only one top 25 women's game today, and it gets underway in about 8 minutes. And then, of course, the matchup between number 24, Oklahoma State, and Central Florida. NBA, nothing starts until 4. And at 4, Suns and Pistons. Sebro has it taken away. Briggs. Rejected from the backside. Dixon the miss. Brown finally puts it in. Harris from the top of the key. Misfiring on the 3. Rebound picked up by Caleb Humphreys. And Coleman is going to be sent off the floor. I think he is bleeding. So we've stopped playing an appropriate point. The media break. So they'll tend to blood. We'll bring you this.
South Georgia Technical College, where we make it happen.
Whether your dream is to become a welder, a nurse, a restaurant owner, electrician, or aircraft mechanic, South Georgia Technical College can help you make it happen. SGTC has over 200 associate degree, diploma, and technical certificate of credit programs of study available. Visit our website at southgatech.edu for more information or to apply, or call 800-928-0283.
So what are you waiting for? Let's make it happen.
That is Sakano, who nearly helped lead the Lady Jets to a win in the game prior. A great game for the Lady Jets. Down by 8 at the half, came back. Took a 5-point lead going out of the corner. And then it was nip and tuck, back and forth. Bobcats win it, but that doesn't mean that there's still not a chance for the Jets to be the 1 seed. They will meet twice more against the Lady Bobcats. That was a long 2 put in by Hinton. Dixon giving it to Vucic. And off to Briggs. Briggs able to get rid of it to Ewing. Ewing leans in. Fires the 3. Harris will commit the foul. And Ewing with an opportunity for 3. Ewing joining the team after the Christmas break, at the start of the new semester. Yakima over at the scorer's table, getting ready to check into the game. Briggs will come out. Ewing building that lead to 8. Three-pointer no good for Frazier. And Ewing will grab the rebound. 2.5 to play, half number 1. Yakima down to Vucic. Into the paint. Spins, turns, not there. Rebounded by Sebro. And Frazier lays it out on the other end of the floor. Yakima picking up the dribble and then giving to Brown. Brown looking for a little help. Finds it in the form of Ewing. And that'll go out of bounds off Hinton. Most productive night of the year for South Georgia Tech was an 87-point performance against Southern Union. Well, they're on a tempo right now, a pace to do better than that here. And one not there. It's a 42-34 8-point lead, matching their largest. Jets inside, 2 to play. Hinton dropping it in for the elbow. Yakima to the other end of the floor. Brown, the putback. 5 in the game for Brown, looking for his 6th. Brown averaging 5 a game. He's at the average and above it. Jets asking for a break, a 9-point lead. South Georgia Tech, 93 seconds left in the half.
South Georgia Technical College, where we make it happen.
Whether your dream is to become a welder, a nurse, a restaurant owner, electrician, or aircraft mechanic, South Georgia Technical College can help you make it happen. SGTC has over 200 associate degree, diploma, and technical certificate of credit programs of study available. Visit our website at southgatech.edu for more information or to apply, or call 800-928-0283.
So what are you waiting for? Let's make it happen.
Nine-point Jets lead as we near the 1-minute mark. Hinton with the basketball, Dixon and Brown covering. Reynolds and Bartolus will commit the foul. And for Bartolus, that is foul number 2. Reynolds, a 50-50 free throw shooter. Hasn't been to the line much. Only 4 free throw attempts coming in. Now 6 and have made 2. Sent over to Yakiman. Dixon stepping around the Brown screen. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Williams. And Hinton will bring it down. Lost it. It's picked up by Dixon. Lays it in. Jets with a double-digit lead. Reynolds battling for the loose ball. It is picked up by the Jets. Yakiman back over to Dixon. And that's going to put it into the half. Jets got a good start on winning their first conference game. Leading it by 13 at halftime. Dr. John Watford, president of South Georgia Tech. He's our halftime guest in 30. It is good to have with us at halftime Dr. John Watford, president of South Georgia Tech. Doctor, how are you?
I'm doing great, Robert. How are you doing today?
I am doing good as well. Thank you so much for the opportunity to talk. I know we do this about once a year, so it's become a routine.
That's great. I always enjoy talking to you, and it's always fun to talk about great things at South Georgia Tech and, of course, our great men's and women's athletic programs in our Jets and Lady Jets.
Let me ask you this before we even get started on questions about South Georgia Tech, and I've been asking this of various individuals. It just feels like to me there is kind of a renewed or growing interest in junior college athletics. And that might be exclusive to this year. Does that seem to be true at events that you attend?
I really feel it too. People are beginning to respect the value of coming to a 2-year school. We've even had some of the recruits' family where the students were being recruited by 4-year D1 schools, and because their families were involved in athletics and at the college level and on even into the professional level, they wanted their young person to come to a JUCO school because if you go from straight out of high school into that D1 school, unless you are a superstar, and I mean a really big superstar, you're not going to get much play time. And a lot of things could happen during that redshirt year or the freshman year or even the sophomore year. But when you come to a JUCO school and you are that superstar in high school, your playing time is going to be a lot more increased. And of course, more play time you get, the better you get, the more experience. So from that side of it, I have seen an especially renewed interest in 2-year opportunities.
And let me say, too, to the fan, I say this often as well. If you don't go to a junior college athletic event, there's a good chance you are missing somebody that is going to be playing at the professional level at some point. And South Georgia Tech, a perfect example of that with Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder played his ball there, and, man, he hit the big time and played in the NBA for a number of years. Heck, he may still be. I don't know.
I believe he is.
But so you're missing out if you don't go check out a JUCO event.
Well, and, we have great players, and I say we, at South Georgia Tech we do, but in all of these colleges that we compete with, It's fascinating to see the level of talent that comes out on the courts. And a lot of our locals have realized that. I know you've seen it when you're at the games, and you see the fans that are out there. And it's not just people that are directly connected with South Georgia Tech, even though a lot of them are, and we love to have those. But there's a lot that just love the sport and love athletics, and come out just to see the talent, not only here at South Georgia Tech, but from the other colleges as well.
All right, let's talk about sports in South Georgia Tech. On the ladies' side, you've got a coach who is now in his second year, and your AD as well, and off to a great start.
Yep.
So you got to be pleased with that hire.
I am so pleased with Jason Carpenter. Has hit the ground running. He already had some great coaching experience. The athletic director, administrative side of it was a little new to him, but he's very mature. He's very intuitive and very smart. So all those things translate to a great administrator. So he's doing a great job on both sides. But I love the way he connects with the students, the players. He communicates so well with our faculty and staff. Because a coach has to do those things. And then I've seen him with recruits and their families. And, that's a critical part of coaching is being able to relate and understand what those recruits are thinking, what their family members are thinking when they're coming to look at our college in hopes that their student might come. So he's got all those boxes checked. And I'm looking forward to a continued great season with Jason at the helm.
And on the other side of the court, on the men's side, Chris has been there in South Georgia Tech, I think 12 or 13 years as a whole. Not that long as a head coach,
right?
But definitely he is part of the reason there's kind of a family atmosphere at South Georgia Tech.
He really is. Chris brings so much to the table. He has that very even keel demeanor. Yes, just like any good coach, he's gonna when it's time to get your back hair up, he'll get his back hair up. But it's not a every 5-minute thing with Chris. He's going to do it when it's necessary. And he's fun to watch coach. Some coaches are very laid back, and I would say Chris is a little laid back too, but I enjoy watching him coach because I see a lot of leadership, and I see a lot of respect from the students toward Chris and Ray Johnson, his assistant coach. And of course, we've got a great assistant coach in Olivia Melvin on the ladies' side. So I'm really proud of this whole coaching staff that we have and the opportunities that they're bringing for these students.
And always when we converse, I'm thinking about the athletic side because that's what we're involved with. But obviously, a much larger side of South Georgia Tech is the academic side. So the last time we talked, I know there were new things coming. What about this year, a year later? Is there still more on the horizon?
There is. We're real excited that we have just at the end of 2024, we've just received approval from the Georgia Board of Nursing to begin accepting students for our LPN to RN bridge program. That's for students who are already, I say students, people who are in the community already practicing as a licensed practical nurse can come back. And in one more year, they can get their RN and sit for their RN license. That's big for South Georgia Tech to be able to offer that. And it's big for our athletes because there's a lot of biology courses and courses that are readily transferable to D1 schools, which all of our athletes aspire to do that, to transfer on to a D1 school. And those courses transfer a lot better, especially if they're wanting to go into the medical side of sports science. And so I know a lot of them are taking some of those biology classes that we've just recently started offering because of the RN program. So that's big for everyone.
I imagine that process is very extensive, so we won't ask you to take us through the entire process, but length of time, is that something that you give birth to idea-wise years in advance? How long does it take that to come to fruition?
It has been years. We got serious about it. Probably about 15 months ago. The application process was at least a year long. The application is almost like a college or a doctoral dissertation that you submit to the Georgia Board of Nursing because you've got to have your plan not just plan in place, but you've already should already have committed some resources and finances to the program before they will approve the program. So there's a lot into it. We've already hired the 3 nursing staff that we had to hire in addition to that biology instructor. So yes, there's a lot of preparation that goes into that.
I picture you as a goal-oriented kind of guy, and that when one goal is achieved, you've already thought about the next one, what you want to pursue next. So what does John Wadford want to pursue next?
You know, we have a lot of opportunities for students at South Georgia Tech, and our goal is to continue to increase those opportunities without minimizing what we already do. Our mission is workforce education. And we have just signed a new partnership with AGCO. We've talked before about our partnerships with Caterpillar and John Deere. Well, AGCO is seller of Fendt and Massey Ferguson tractors. And so that covers 2 more bases with diesel tractors and a partnership where they'll be supplying training for our instructors and our students, as well as equipment supplies. So we've just signed that agreement. We'll be moving forward with putting that in place during the year 2025. We're also very excited about the opportunity to continue to work with Georgia Southwestern State University. They have a new president over there, Dr. Michelle Johnston, and she's coming to us from coastal Georgia. And she is on fire for partnerships with both South Georgia Tech and with our Sumter County school system. And we've already had several meetings and are working toward that end. So that's going to open up some articulation agreements for students to be able to continue their education after they leave South Georgia Tech, if they once they get employed, or even if they choose not to go straight into the workforce and want to go straight into that bachelor degree opportunity, that will be available to them. So all those things are on the drawing boards and in the process of implementation now, and we're really excited about that.
One thing I see when I drive past junior college campuses, all over the country, is a lot of construction. So we've talked about academics, athletics. What about the physical aesthetics there on campus? I mean, is there things that you would like to see built or constructed over the course of the next 5 to 10 years?
Yes, sir. We definitely want to see our dorms expanded. We call them dorms. I know that's kind of an antiquated terminology, but our college has been around a while. But our residence halls, we have 250 beds in our residence halls. And even when right now our enrollment's up, and we actually had to turn away students that were on a waiting list to go into the residence halls. And from a president standpoint, you never want to turn students away. We want everyone. But we just didn't have a place for them. And so we try to put them in online classes and things like that, but they really wanted to live on campus. So we want to expand that opportunity for our students. And we're also expanding the gym. That project is already on the ground. You'll see some construction in the gym even as we speak. At the front part of the gym, it won't affect the game other than where the facilities might be used in the concessions area. But we're going to continue to expand that out and add classrooms and an exercise room for our general student body, but add classrooms for our rec and leisure management program that is part of our academic offerings down here in the gym.
I'm going to bring it full circle and go back to athletics. Do you foresee at some point additional sports there at South Georgia Tech?
I never want to rule out anything. Whatever we do, we want to be great at it. We never want to just have something just to say, yeah, we've got that program. But we also want it to be able to sustain its own cost. We don't use state dollars. We don't use taxpayer money to finance our JETS program. We use local dollars and Booster Club monies, and we're very grateful to our Booster Club and our Booster Club members for that. But we're able to balance those with those budgets. If we ever were to add, we would probably start, because we have tennis courts. We may have a tennis team. We may add track, maybe even a softball team, because we have a softball field. But all those would be on the 5-year strategic plan, let me say, rather than the next year or two strategic plan.
Dr. John Wadford, president of South Georgia Tech, it is always a pleasure to talk to you, and obviously an honor to be able to stream Jets basketball. Thanks for being our halftime guest.
Thank you, Robert. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
You can look at the halftime stats and a pretty clear indication as to why the Jets have the lead. Better floor shooting, more rebounds, fewer turnovers, and thus more points. Best half of the year for the Jets, trying to do it again in the next 20 minutes. There are 14 conference games left. So despite that 0-2 early start for the Jets, they are nowhere near out of conference play, much less out of a scenario of taking the conference in the regular season. Played South Georgia State tight and got the big halftime lead over an East Georgia State squad. Then barely lost to South Georgia State and did not lose to Central. I make that to Albany Tech. So obviously, despite the disappointing to them 2-14 start, plenty of time to resurrect the season. And the first half of this one, a good start. Grant Sebro, as that is thrown away, and Ewing will jam it in. As we take a look at the lineups, Grant Sebro on the floor, as well as Cheatham. Don't see Gallman, so he does not start in the second half. In his place, Williams does. Meanwhile, where the Jets are concerned, it is the same five that began the game, beginning the second half. Ewing, Bartles, Fitzgerald, Brown, and Dixon. Also, another gentleman on the floor beginning the second half for East Georgia that was not on the floor to begin the ball game, and that is Colton, Austin Colton. So a definitive different look for East Georgia Not true for South Georgia Tech. They're comfortable with the 5 that began the game. Dixon giving it to Ewing. Over to Fitzgerald, fires the 3, rimmed in and out. But able to grab the rebound, Ewing, and we keep it on the Jets' end of the floor. Tipped back in by Ewing off the miss. And Jets to push that lead out to 17. Well, you saw the team numbers as the 3 is hit by Colton in half number 1. Looking at some individual numbers, Harris the leading scorer in the first half. For East Georgia State, he had 8. Top rebounders, Sebro and Harris with 3. Assist leaders, Colton and Harris with 2. Most time on the floor, 17 and a half minutes from Sebro. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the top scorer with 17 was Dixon. Top rebounder, Dixon with 5. The assist leader, Bartolus and Yakiman had 2 each. That'll go into the corner. Colton trying to get another 3. Reynolds into the game, trying for a couple of putbacks, and Fitzgerald denies both. Contact, it'll be of the defensive variety. And that'll have the Jets bringing it in from the baseline. Longest time on the floor in the first half, Dixon 17 minutes and 36 seconds. Points off turnovers, 14 for the Jets, 4 for the Bobcats. Bench scoring, almost even, 13 for the Bobcats. 12 for the Jets, easy 2 for Fitzgerald. 6 in the game now for Fitzgerald. Biggest first half lead, 50-36 Jets. 14 was that advantage. Colton missing on the 3, wrapped up by Brown. And tipped out of bounds by Seabrook. And that'll bring us to the game's first second half media timeout. Jets just adding to the lead. 14 and a half, 18 now.
South Georgia Technical College, where we make it happen.
Whether your dream is to become a welder, a nurse, a restaurant owner, electrician, or aircraft mechanic, South Georgia Technical College can help you make it happen. SGTC has over 200 associate degree, diploma, and technical certificate of credit programs of study available. Visit our website at southgatech.edu for more information or to apply, or call 800-928-0283.
So what are you waiting for? Let's make it happen.
Well, that is Enola Papin. Well, she had another huge game. 21 on Wednesday, 24 tonight. And let's see if I can take a look at all of the Papin numbers. 24 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. So a big night for Papin. Jets, though, just come up a little bit short on the ladies' side by 4, 84-80. Ewing taking it baseline. Given over to Bartolus. Lost it. Williams heading the other way, and Bartolus says, I'll take that back. Over to Fitzgerald. And you got a jump ball. Possession arrow will take it to the other end of the floor, I think, unless they already switched the possession arrow. Nope, it is Bobcat basketball. Reynolds over Brown. Jordan Bell has checked into the game for the Bobcats. Bell did not appear on the floor in the first half. There now, the Tampa product. Well, Dixon just keeps on contributing points. That is 19 in the game now. Colton off on the three. Wrapped up by Ewing. Fan to Brown, then tipped out of bounds by Bell. And it'll be South Georgia Tech basketball. 87 is their high offensive output of the year. Happened against Southern Union in the opening game of the year. Got 62 now, though. And got a timeout on the floor at the 14:01 mark. That is the right foot of Von Prosser. Broke it Wednesday, out for the rest of the year. But Prosser will definitely be back on the court. Maybe not as a Jet, but his basketball career will continue. 11 starts, as I mentioned, in the start of the game. Number 4 in scoring on the team, 2 in free throw percentages, 2 in three-point percentages. Big contributor to the team. We wish him well. "21-point lead, Jets." That is Bell misfiring on the three. Bartolus with it. Out of bounds, last touching a Bobcat. Langefell's into the game. Vucic 2 for the Jets. Into Bartolus, perimeter 2, just a little bit short. Hinton checking into the game for East Georgia. Also, Frazier has come into the game. Had a push from the backside. And I think that'll be Reynolds. Well, I'm not sure that's the numbers the official held up. That is going to be Bell. Into the game is Khalid Racine for the Bobcats. Bartles trying to get it over the shoulder of Vucic. Vucic battled to get it. Racine, Bartles takes it away to Vucic, and Vucic, the bucket and the foul from the backside. Vucic turns it into a 67-43 game. Just continuing to grow the lead. They built it by 10 in the first roughly 7 minutes of the second half. That is Racine, and he'll hit the three. Vucic trying to get it to Dixon, stolen away. Bell takes it to the other end. Frazier with a miss on the three. Bartles has got it. Yakim into Vucic. Overshoots the shot from short range. And that is Bell from the corner. So back-to-back threes, taking a noticeable bite out of the Jet lead. Fan to Vucic. And he'll be charged with the offensive. Media timeout, 11:26 to play. Jets still lead it. 67-49. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. That is Dwelly Silva saying, hey, this is a good time to work on Sakano's hairdo while we're watching basketball. Here in the hangar, the men's game. Ladies' game took 2 hours to complete. This one is at the 1 hour, 14-minute mark with 11:19 to go. Reynolds getting it to Hinton. Frazier leaving it behind, but apparently kicked. Well, maybe more than kick. Looks like we're going to get more than a kick, but a foul on Brown. Bell putting it in play to Hinton. Hinton bringing it down low, and Brown almost did a cartwheel over him. And will pick up his second foul in the last 30 seconds. This one will have Hinton shooting. And it is the third Brown foul of the game. First appearance of the day for Matt Mobali coming into the game. Mobali, the 6'11 freshman from Cameroon. And Brown with his 3 fouls out. Yakiman bringing it down the floor. Pale running into the Bartless screen. Langefelds rebounded by Pale. Frazier getting it down low. And Mobali will pick up the foul in the battle of the big guys. Shanma going to the stripe after the Mobali foul. Irio Shanma is 6'10", and Mobali is 6'11". Wrapped up by Mobali. Dixon giving it to Yakiman. Out to Bartolus. Yakiman with it. Into the paint, off the glass. Janma with the rebound. From the corner, Bale off with the 3. Bobcats after the steal. Coleman shot swatted away by Mobali. Yakiman down to Bartolus. In Bartolus. Spectacular 2 and a chance for 3. So Bartle is trying to maneuver the 3-point play. And he will. Jets first to 70, rebuilding the lead to 20. And with less time to go in the game, 9:33. Illegal screen set by East Georgia. So Bond to put it in play, does to Yakiman. Swings it over to Bond. Bartolus lost into the paint, battle for the loose ball. Mobali's got it, leans in, hands 2. First of the game for Mobali. Another foul. And this one is going to be on Grant, and he's done. He exits the game with 5 personals at the 8:54 mark. Down low it goes to Mobali. Bartolus putting up the 3, too strong. Mobali lost it, able to get it back, swings it over to Bartolus, and Bartolus for 2. This shot from Colton, but he will have an opportunity at the line after the personal. And foul called on Yakiman. It'll be his first. Couple of misses. I'll make that one miss. But actually, it was two, was it not? I think that's been 30 seconds ago. How can I remember? Bell off on the three. Langsfeld with a rebound. Hands it over to Yakiman. Bond picking up the dribble. Hands it to Bartolus, and Bartolus draws a lot of attention in the paint. And that's got us to our next to the last media timeout. You like it when the Jets lead going into each break. This is the next to the last one we'll take for the media. And the Jets by 23.
South Georgia Technical College, where we make it happen.
Whether your dream is to become a welder, a nurse, a restaurant owner, electrician, or aircraft mechanic, South Georgia Technical College can help you make it happen. SGTC has over 200 associate degree, diploma, and technical certificate of credit programs of study available. Visit our website at southgatech.edu for more information or to apply, or call 800-928-0283.
So what are you waiting for? Let's make it happen.
.748 to play. Jets trying to put the league on notice. Take us lightly, and we will not play politely. 23-point lead. Well, they'll play politely, but you're not going to like. You take these Jets lightly because of the 0-2 mark coming in and a 2-14 overall record. Man, they have just, with one game, it's still 7:48 to go. So it's not over. But if you can maintain the advantage, come away with a decisive win, you're telling everybody in the conference, hey, come the end of the year, we plan on being right there amongst the leaderboard. Colton, and it is missed by Hiro Ajanma. Tossed down the floor and out of reach for Van Chels. And that's Langsfeld, by the way. I think it turned his L into a V. But out of reach for Langsfeld. For the Bobcats, still time, 7:15 to play. This is junior college basketball. Leads can evaporate quickly. Colton leaving it behind, able to get it back. Over to Bell and Mubali. That is just a height mismatch for both Bell and Colton against the 6'11 Mubali. Short of the Langsfeld shot. Colton got up and realized he didn't have a look. Got rid of it. And on the other end of the floor, Langsfeld with his biggest game of the day, or the year, is today. Now with 7. Came in with 6 total points. And I'm talking about 13 games combined. 7 in this one. Volley the foul. That'll be his second. Darius Willis coming into the game. Zion Briggs checking in for the Jets too. Willis has played in 11 games this year. Tipped out of bounds by Sebro. Briggs had some first half minutes. And now getting some second half time on the floor. Handed to Willis. Mavali the rebound, kicks it over to Briggs. Bond the drive, Bond the two. 27-point Jets lead. Sebro with a drive, rejected. Picked up, put back in by Cheatham. And a technical on the hang by Cheatham. So Willis will shoot the taps. It hits them both. Two in the game for Willis. Put in play to Briggs. Vine going over to Willis. Back it'll go to Briggs. Rebound belonging to Williams. Colton at the 5-minute mark in half number 2. Jets with a commanding 27-point lead. Rebounded by Briggs. Over to Willis, looking down low, tried to get it into the corner twice to Briggs. Bond winds up with a loose ball. And then taken away by, as you got contact and whistle. But taken away by Hinton. And I think it was out of bounds here. That's where we're going to put it back in play. Jaden Simmons checking into the game. Coach Chris Blauer looks like he's clearing the bench as Willis drops in 3. Colton misfiring on the 3 ball. It'll go out of bounds. And that'll send us to the media timeout. Jets with a much needed shot in the arm. And it ain't a teeny tiny lead. It is by 30 with less than 4 to go. Well, apparently it's a good picture. Wanted to show the president and his wife. Well, a dominant South Georgia Tech performance in half number 2. And they carry a 30-point lead inside 4. Well, there was an offensive foul. They got some fan favorites for some guys that don't typically get on the floor, but they are on the floor now. Babacar Diop. I mentioned Jaden Simmons. You got Willis, you got Bond, you got Briggs. Rebound wrapped up by Simmons. A lot of members of the freshman class getting some playing time. That'll go out of bounds off Willis. Hinton hitting it from the charity stripe. Put in play to Briggs. Taken away from the backside. Picked up, put in by Diop. From Italy. Getting his first bucket of the game. That is Racine going to the stripe. And the Jets are a bucket away from their best performance of the year. I mentioned the 87 against Southern Union. Still got a chance. Well, now that you got 57 on the board, thought they had a chance to have their best defensive effort. Ironically, you know, you hear the old saying, defenses win ball games or wins championships. Well, it looks like the best 2 defensive performances of the year are going to turn into their 2 wins on the hardwood. They held Shelton State to 57 and won it. Laid in by Bond. And in a moment have got the Bobcats below 60. Hey, before we go, don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Got a foul that put Willis on the floor. We want more subscribers. Current goal, 5,600. Goal for the year, 10 grand, 10,000. And yes, we have a lofty lifetime goal. But you got to get them subscriber by subscriber, one at a time. And 2 coming soon, very soon, maybe within a week or so. Content only available to subscribers. So subscribe, and we'll thank you. Should be a subscribe button somewhere nearby. 1 more bucket's got the best offensive performance of the season for the Jets. Let's see if they do it. Bond. Misfiring. Rebounded by Colton. Laid in by Humphreys. And now you got a foul on Hinton. And brings this into the floor, shooting a 1-and-1. Jets about to get their first Saturday win. Came in 0-4 on Saturdays. They're about to do a lot of stuff. First home win, first Saturday win. 88, their highest point total of the year. Everybody dressed out has had a chance to play. And just about everybody who has played has scored. Colton, too strong. Rebounded by Diop. Gets it over to Pod. And Coach Blauer has said, hey, stretch it out. Don't need any more points. Lead it by 28. Time expiring. Bobcats will have about a second. And we'll finish the game. And that is your ball game. What an impressive performance by the Jets. Giving notice to the rest of the conference. Do not overlook the Jets. Fans happy. Jets happy. And we're done with a Saturday. Thanks so much for watching our coverage. Don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Next week on Monday, Gadsden State and Coastal Alabama South. That is our next coverage here. We appreciate you watching. And we will see you Monday in Alabama. For all the folks with South Georgia Tech and JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.